I'm going ice skating.
Alright, y'all, so this is my very first time ice skating, so I was extremely excited, but I was also very nervous. Loved this rink because they spent the time to get me suited and booted. So before I show y'all what I look like, I wanted to show y'all how proud of my son that I was. He did not go around with the buckets like the other kids did. He just got right in there, and I was like, wow, he is so brave. Now, me on the other hand, I wasn't so brave. I got right on those buckets with my daughter, and I was like, let me go ahead and give this thing a test drive before I just jump out and do a thing. And trust me, it wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. And I feel like because we had buckets, there was a lot of support. So I wasn't too nervous that I was going to fall. So I would not normally go ice skating on a regular day, but a lovely friend of mine was celebrating her daughter's birthday, and this was where they were keeping her party, so we got the opportunity to ice skate. I eventually got off the buckets and decided that I was going to be independent and go ahead and go out on my own. It definitely was very terrifying for me and my daughter, but we did it. Like, I honestly can say we did it. It's not too far from using regular rollerblades, but it's just like you're on ice, so it's different and it feels different on your feet. But I feel like for my first time, I was doing a pretty decent job. I actually do have experience rollerblading, so I think that's why it was potentially not as hard for me. Though, I did almost fall a couple of times, but I'm proud to say I did not fall. My best friend was also with me, and believe it or not, that's her getting picked up by my son because she fell. I was so mad I didn't catch the fall. Look at me being a bad friend. But I caught the end of it. What was so sweet about it was my son came and got her, and then he held her hand and proceeded to take her off the rink. And I just thought that was so sweet, y'all. That warmed my little heart. He held her hand all the way off of the rink. After a few laps of going around, I was like, maybe I'll sit back and just relax a little bit. Everybody was out on the rink, but I was just kind of like, let me just take a little break because, I was just feeling a little nervous still. Or maybe it was like the thrill of it all. I'm not really sure. But I was like, you know what? I want to go out on my own, but I'm afraid. Like, I'm scared. Like, I don't know what to do. But I just thought about it really hard, and I'm like, maybe I should just step out on faith and get on the rink. I'm like, if I fall, I fall. Somebody's going to help me up. And if I do good, then I just do good. So I made my way back over, and I was like, hey, let me just step out on to the rink and do it. And I did. And I was happy I did, because I just feel like life is one of those things where when you have the opportunity, you should just take it. Yes, it may not always work out, but you won't know if you don't try. Listen, nobody couldn't hype me up more than me in that moment. I was so excited to just be out on the rink. Like, obviously, I wasn't doing as great as the experienced skaters, but I just felt good to be able to hold my balance and do a little something, something. You know what I'm saying? A little something, something with my good old Jesus jacket on. You know what I'm saying? I felt really good, and I felt happy that instead of sitting out on the side, I took the chance to get back out. and he was looking all excited in the corner, just holding on to the side. And we held hands for a little bit and we decided to skate together too. So that was a pretty cool mother-son moment for me. I really enjoyed that. And I was really happy because he was so confident. He was like telling me, come on, mom, you can do it. And that made me feel so good. When we made it around the rink, I pulled up on my daughter and she was sitting off to the side saying that she was freezing cold. Her hands were frozen and she was just kind of over it. So yeah,